What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking, man? Yeah, y'all know what it is. We are back in the building on another beautiful Wednesday, coming at y'all with another great episode of our favorite show, Noonish Sports and Tech. What's going down? I'm your host, J.A., a.k.a. Jonathan Anderson, here with my uncle, Ronald Boulware. What's going down?
Oh, nothing much, man. Just hanging in here and, glad you made it back safe from wherever you went to.
Yeah.
We ain't, like everywhere these guys go, so undivulged location. So we ain't going to tell where he went. We just going to say we glad he back.
Yeah. I mean, I say you talking about Jay?
You?
Me? Oh yeah.
I
was got to go down to the Bahamas for real quick,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Took a little cruise. Went to an island I never heard of, Coco Cay. It's pretty legit. I guess Royal owns that island.
Oh, okay.
So the only people that live on that island work for Royal on that island.
Oh, okay.
So whenever they, they got shops and restaurants and, the little beach chairs and beach bars and all that stuff. So it's all fully staffed and everything, it's pretty cool, man. Just a good weekend and relaxation. Got to meet some co-workers that I hadn't met before. Really hadn't met anybody, but yeah, had a really good time just relaxing, man. I drank so much alcohol. Cheers. keep the party rolling. What the hell Hewlett say? When Jesus turned the water into wine, keep the party rolling. But that's what we're going to do right now at Noonish Sports and Tech. We're going to keep the party rolling with this drink right here. So let me go on and get a little sip. But yeah, we got a lot of good things, man. A lot of good things to talk about. A lot of cool things taking place in sports over the past week. We've had some milestones reached, and it's just a very strange time every year around this point in time, due to the draft, due to March Madness. The anticipation of the baseball season, the Super Bowl done a few weeks ago. So it's kind of like a dead spot in sports.
Yeah, it's all. Right now, it's just anticipation.
Yeah.
The NBA playoffs is not here.
Yeah.
And spring training just started.
Yep.
Like you say, NBA draft, nothing is really in full swing right now or at the pressure moments.
Yep.
So it's kind of a lull in sports and, people looking for something to watch. But I just want to throw this in. Track and field season is coming up. Well, track and field season is already here.
Yeah.
And the Olympics is coming up, and I just want all the fans to know that we got something for Jamaica.
And we got something this year, man.
Yeah, we had something for them last time.
Yeah.
But we got a full arsenal for them this time.
Yeah, on the men's and women's, both sides, men's and women's, huh?
Yeah, men. Oh, yeah, the men.
Well,
that's over with for so far as the Jamaican men.
Yeah.
That's over with.
Because they ain't got that 6'5" sprinter to take that juice.
They still got Sharika Jackson in the 200, but
in
the 4x1, the 4x4, the 100, the 400-meter hurdles, the open 400, all that, we got we got
shot. Yeah.
We got something for all that.
Oh, so USA might be coming with it this year.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Olympics,
We came with it pretty good last year.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy that we got two Olympics so close together due to COVID.
Yeah. Well, everything got pushed back one year.
Yeah.
See, because, the Olympics was supposed to be in 2020, and then in 2021 was supposed to be the World Games.
Yeah.
And then 2022 was the off year, and then 2023 is the World Games, and then Olympics.
Yeah.
So, but when the Olympics got pushed back to 21, now the World Games got pushed to 22.
Yep.
Now it's 20.
Now you better qualify in 23.
And then 23 was the World Games again.
Yeah.
Because the World Games every 2 years.
Oh wow.
The Olympics every 4.
Oh wow.
It's every 4 years.
Yes. Yeah.
So we had the Olympics, the World Games,
and the Olympics.
For 4 years in a row.
Hey, and I ain't mad at it either.
No.
We got to see, and I'm starting to see more track commercials.
Because
Noah Lyles on these track commercials and things like that. Like, I'm not used to seeing that. I love seeing the attention that they get.
Track and field has to promote the athletes, because when the Olympics come around, people don't even know who these people are until 6 weeks before the Olympics, and they're like, who?
Yeah.
Noah, who? I mean, but he's just as good an athlete as the football players.
Yeah.
Actually, what he's doing it's harder to do because only one person can win.
Yeah.
Not 11 on a football team.
Yep,
So,
for sure.
so you know.
With that 100 and chasing that, with the 200 and chasing that 100 now. And he said that in the 60s the other day, there was one person that he was behind after 40 meters or something like that. Or after 60 meters. And he was like, my last 40 is my strongest. So
Oh, yeah.
he good
won,
as gone. He good as gone. He caught.
yeah.
I'm going to catch that dude.
Oh, yeah. He won the U.S. Indoor 60.
Yeah.
But that was his first time beating Christian Coleman.
Okay.
And then when they went to the World Games last week, Christian Coleman beat him again. And it's because Christian Coleman beat him all the time in the 60s.
Okay.
But they went 1-2 for the U.S.
Yeah.
And you know, in the indoor, it's not nearly as recognized or as popular.
As outdoor.
Yeah, as outdoor.
You think Noah can get Christian in the open hunt and just a 100?
Oh yeah, he won the World Games last year. Noah did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, Christian was up.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know. I figured he was there, but I don't. It was so weird because there was that new guy that prevailed, right? The young buck out of like South Carolina or something like that.
Oh no, he didn't win.
No, he didn't win, but he had won a race prior to that.
Oh yeah, you talking about in the 200?
The 100.
Arian Knighton?
No, not Arian Knighton. I'm talking about the 100. That kid that came out of nowhere.
Oh,
and then
Charleston.
he went to the and then he went to the world and got like fourth.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
You know, and then Christian Coleman was in there. Fred Curley was in there.
Yeah,
I mean,
Fred Curley ended up getting hurt.
Fred Curley dropped all the way off.
No,
Man.
what Fred Curley started to do, like most athletes, you know, they start thinking that they're better than they are.
Mm-hmm.
And Fred started worrying about the 100 paid your bills, but you worried about the 200 so much that you didn't make either one.
Yep.
So you got to go back and concentrate, on your bread and butter.
Yeah.
And then if you get that good, now you haven't won but one World Games. You're not good enough. See, Noah Lyle had won 2 World Games. He got the silver medal in the Olympics and the 200 before he went down to the 100.
Yeah.
You got to be the man where you are for 2-3 years before you start trying to switch up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because you hadn't mastered, because as far as I'm concerned, Fred Curley hadn't mastered the 100 enough to try to go to the 200.
General population still don't know who Fred Curley is.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you master something, they're gonna know who you are.
Yeah, so
we knew Carl Lewis, we knew Michael Johnson, we know all the great Olympic sprinters that have come through.
We even know who Noah Lyle was.
Yeah,
because he had already won the 200 twice.
Yeah. Yeah, and Noah, man, that dude, he's got like all the fastest 200 times.
Yeah,
like all of them. I think Arian Knighton ran a pretty good time the other week. He ran a 20 point something, but it wasn't good enough.
He has more faster times than anybody, including Usain Bolt.
Noah Lyles?
Yeah, Noah Lyles has ran more sub 200 meters, 20 point 200 meters than anybody.
Including Michael Johnson. That's crazy. That's insane, man. Does Michael Johnson still have that record, though?
No. Usain
Bolt got that?
Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
And Noah Lyle is got a good chance of breaking it because he's broken all of Usain. Every meet he go to, he set a new meet record. So if he stay healthy, it might just be a matter of time before he break the world record also.
Yeah, and that's something I never thought I'd see after Usain.
Well, I didn't even think. When Michael Johnson said it in 1932, I was like, oh man, that's gonna last. At least my lifetime, but.
20 years later.
Yeah,
out of there.
Yeah, out of there.
It's like, what?
So when Usain ran 1919, I was like, oh, maybe 10, 12, 14 years from now, we don't know what's going to happen.
Man.
And it hasn't been that long.
Well, 8 years, 8 years. Yeah, Noah Lyles, man, he's special. So y'all get ready for these Olympics, man. We got a special Olympic runner coming up, man. So, I'm tuning in for sure.
Oh, yeah. And then before that, me and you will probably, I'll run to the Texas relays. I may go to the Southeastern Conference. Depends on, if it's at an LSU or Texas A&M or somewhere like that, I'll probably go to the Southeastern Conference Championship. And I'll get a couple of meets in before
the big, Get a good idea of these prospects, these up-and-coming prospects. I love doing that, no matter what sport it is. But, man, we got a lot to get into. And, we talked about that little in sports, but we have come up with a creative solution to run alongside March Madness. And it goes a little something like this. The Celebrity Sports Personality March Madness Tournament And these are just a few of the contestants here, right? Because we got to find 64 teams. I don't know if we'll find 64 personalities, but I'm sure we can with all the YouTube channels, all the different sports channels, the ESPNs and the Foxes and the NBCs. We about to, and fans, you are going to play a major part of this because it's all going to be vote-based, all right? And on the show this weekend, Friday night, Saturday night, I think we got to do it Friday night because that's when Anthony Joshua fighting too. So I think we got to go on and do a little show on Friday night.
Okay, good.
And then and reveal the 64 contestants in our sports personality March Madness tournament. And it's going to be voted on by you. So you guys get to pick and choose who is your favorite sports personality. So starting up just on the screen, I don't know if y'all can make it out. It looks really good on my end over here, but these just a few of them. We got Skip Bayless and Stephen A. and Shannon and what's my girl? We got Doris. We got what's my girl that caused all the drama on ESPN? Always,
Molly.
No, not Molly. We talking about the empowerment. She be trying to bring down the dudes, and we got her in there. Mika Andrews, that's her name.
Yeah, Andrews. Yeah,
Mika Andrews. We got my boy Pat McAfee, and then Max Kellerman. These are just a few of them, right? But just to kind of give you all an idea of the contest that we're gonna have. We're about to line them up. 32 on this side, 32 on this side. If we can't get that many, we're gonna get as many as we can. And we're about to have a tournament to find out who really is the top celebrity sports personality. What you think about that, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty good. But I know when I vote two, I'm not gonna vote for.
Yeah.
And those two at the end over there. Skip and
You
Stephen A.
ain't-
I'm not gonna vote for that. That's who I'm not gonna vote for.
You ain't gonna vote for Stephen A?
No, I ain't gonna vote for
Hey, you're a
Stephen
Cowboy
A.
fan.
Stephen A. my boy.
Yeah.
He just a little bit too far off that deep end.
Be going in too hard.
And Skip, oh my goodness. I don't know what to say about Skip.
Oh, man.
Skip been the same way for the last 40 years, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because when you hear people talk about Skip off the camera, they say he a good dude. Like the people that I've spoken with.
Oh, I played pickup basketball against him a couple times.
For real?
Yeah, down at the Dallas YMCA.
Yeah.
Way back when he used to write for the Dallas Morning News.
Could he hoop a little bit? Or was he Water Pistol Pete like Jalen Rose called him?
No, you can't. Don't even put Pistol Pete in.
He ain't even
No,
Water Pistol Pete?
no. I mean, he was out
there running in cardio.
You can say this about Skip. You can tell that, when you play against some guys and they got certain skills, you can tell Skip played a little high school ball.
Yeah.
Because he had some good fundamentals.
Yeah.
But he wasn't nearly as good as he thought he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he thought he could really play. But you could tell that he played, but you could also tell that he only averaged one.
It's like, bro, no, bro. You are.
Stop that, man.
Yeah, just because you're around sports don't mean that you are
No.
sports. Just because you around pro athletes don't mean that it drips off on you, dog.
No, Skip, he was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was a good, fairly decent recreational player. Like you say, pickup games at the Y, you playing against police officers. And,
Yeah.
Guys that come down from lunch from these offices and stuff.
Yep.
In which a lot of those guys are, because a lot of police officers play sports.
Yeah,
And,
former athletes.
yeah, and didn't make it, so they went to be a police officer or a fireman. And
Yeah.
some of them guys working in the office, they went to college on scholarships.
Yep.
So, some nice competition.
Oh, for
but,
sure.
yeah, Skip, he could hold his own.
Yeah.
Fairly decent.
I
Like I
think-
said, a fairly decent recreational player.
Hey, Water Pistol Pete is one of the greatest nicknames I ever heard come out of somebody's mouth before.
He could just. Let me tell you like this.
Boy got offended. Big offended.
A Water Pistol Pete is 50 times better than Skip. A Water Pistol Pete is 50 times better than I am. There's no skill, man. A Water Pistol Pete is probably better than that. Some of the dudes in the NBA.
Yeah, so just let it be known you ain't Cloud and Skip. You just ain't gonna put him in the same conversation.
You actually gave Skip some credit.
Yeah, because Pistol Pete was a dog.
Yeah, Pistol Pete was that dude.
Yeah, man, can't just be throwing that man name out there like he nothing and attaching somebody else to it. But no, that's gonna be a lot of fun, man. It's gonna be fun to see.
A lot of fun.
Who everybody picks.
So far, my favorite so far, the ones I see. I vote for Shannon.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I vote for Shannon.
Yeah, I like Shannon. I like Shannon. I like Max. I like.
Oh yeah, I like Max Kellerman too.
I like Doris. Doris, man,
Yeah,
she's a big.
you know.
She's a big. She's got a lot of fans amongst the athletes.
Yeah, and Max Kellerman come from boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in boxing for years and years
Yeah.
before he ever got on ESPN.
Yeah, so it's gonna be good, man. You know, some athletes we're gonna put in here like the Ryan Clarks and the Tony Romos and the Michael Irvin. So it's it's gonna be fun and quite competitive. You know, we'll see how this thing ends up. But stay tuned, man. Yeah, we got March Madness sports personalities coming towards you. So let us know how you feel about it, man. Let us know how you feel about it. But we gonna keep this thing rocking. Moving on. Next up, man, them Dallas Cowboys. What's going down? Let me make sure I got I got the right story up. So, word on the street is that Dak is, first of all, he not only got a new haircut and got a rock-looking face now, but look like The Rock. Look like Dwayne Johnson half brother, right? With his goatee out there. Anyways, Rock Prescott, they say he's very confident that they'll get a deal done. But I do like the fact that he is talking about ways to help the cap. So that he can get some more help around here because he need it, man.
Yeah, well, you have to. Now I'm going to talk from Dak Prescott perspective right now.
Yeah.
You have to be careful about taking these team-friendly deals. Mm-hmm. Because, last week, me and you was talking about Tom Brady was notorious for taking less.
Yep.
And then what Patrick Mahomes said a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
But this is the thing about Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. When they said this and started doing this,
they was already winning.
The formula had been proven.
Yeah.
But as a person now, this is what you have to think about. Say if I'm Dak Prescott, our formula hadn't been proven.
Yeah.
And then I take a discount and take 20 or 30 million less.
Yeah.
And then we still don't win. I mean,
now
my family took a hit.
Yeah.
That's some generational type money.
Yeah, no doubt.
So as a individual, I'm good. I'm glad these guys get all the money they can.
Yeah.
But as a fan, that's when it come in about taking the discounts and all
and
that.
Team friendly deal, yeah.
Because I got to say this. I'm retired now, but on my job, I would have never took a discount.
Oh, no doubt.
So this just, so we can say that, but that's a slippery slope. See, if I do take a $40 million discount and we still don't get the job done, I'm sitting around looking like
it's all for nothing.
Yeah, this is all. I should have got my $40 million.
You can't renegotiate that deal.
Yeah, so it's a slippery slope. And as a fan, I want him to take less.
Yeah.
But as an individual, I'm like, Dad, get all your money, man.
I mean, get your money, bro, but
that's what the fan.
Don't cripple us,
bro.
Don't cripple us, man.
Yeah,
that's
but that's
all I'm saying. That's that fan in me.
Yeah, I want to say that's the fan.
But it's like I said, I'm gonna really get to see and understand who Dak Prescott is and what his motivation is. And I know that's a messed up way to put it.
Yeah.
But ain't no way Dak need to be making more money than Pat Mahomes or any of the other top quarterbacks in the league. I get it. The opportunities now, the way that your deal was structured afforded you the ability to get another long-term deal done before you turn 30 years old, which is ideal, right, in any sport, because when you hit that 30, it's a drop-off, right?
But this is the thing. The Cowboys are in a catch-22.
Yeah.
Because you either work a deal out with him and try to get him to take the hometown discount.
You're going to take that hit.
Or you can take the 50. Because if they don't sign him, he got $59 million on the cap.
59.4.
Yeah, 59 point. I wouldn't even gonna put the .4.
Yeah. Hey, you got to get that. Because after you get that ain't
after you give $59 million.
Yeah.
So you really got to kind of try to redo his deal so he can get less this year.
Yeah.
And maybe a little more. Try to balance it out over.
Do something, man.
But then if he get a 3-year, $180 million, that's still $60 million a year.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But then it's another thing. If you let that go, who you gonna get? What you got? I don't know.
I keep saying it. We got this young buck. right behind him named Trey Lance. And I mean, well, let's go ahead and jump into that, man, because we're trying to figure out if Trey Lance is actually going to be used as trade bait. And that wouldn't be a bad idea either, because I don't know how many first round picks do we have this year?
Just one, I think.
One? Because I'd let Trey Lance go for a first round pick.
But you're not gonna get a first round pick.
You might though, because there's some teams in need of a quarterback.
I think they gave up a third or
I don't.
A second, yeah.
I'm not sure.
It wasn't the first.
No,
it wasn't the first.
But they had to give up something for him. You
so
know?
now,
and it's some teams that are in much worse situations. Like, you know, the Cowboys, we still had Cooper Rush and we still had Dak, but Trey Lance. Even when they traded for him, I figured they were trading him for just that reason, right? To be able to trade him for some draft, because we don't have any other. What other prospects we gonna trade and get some type of draft capital for?
Nobody.
We don't have any. We're not just.
We
don't have an abundance of talent like that.
Yeah, and then the players that we probably could trade, you're not gonna get them more than fourth round draft choice for.
And the one that we would have traded got a no trade clause, and that's Dak.
Yeah.
So that ain't happening. So, man, Dak, he really handcuffed us. Even when we made that deal 4 years ago, man, or 3 years ago, whenever it was, I was like, man, this is just a bad deal for the Dallas Cowboys. It's great for the Dak.
Yeah.
Because he broke his leg. He went under contract when he broke his leg. Yeah. So they paid him for. I felt like they paid Dak on his last contract for his previous work, right? Because he did a pretty good job coming in full Romo, did a decent job. It still ain't equated to no championships or no playoffs.
Well, even now, this is the whole problem, is that Dallas has had a lot of very good to great quarterbacks that has got a lot done.
Yeah.
And, and actually, like when I be up here talking, I'm really not just no super Dak fan, but I'm just saying who we gonna get. I mean, Dak has been a very good regular season quarterback.
Yes, he has.
Just when the playoffs come, that's the problem. And you're in Dallas.
Oh, the playoffs and the big games.
Just in general. And even if you win the big games in the regular season,
it don't matter.
It don't matter if you don't want them in the playoffs. I mean, so and then here in Dallas, we have had even quarterbacks before. I'm talking about pre-Tony Romo.
Yeah.
Even, all those little Quincy Carters and going through them, don't even count that. Yeah. But all the quarterbacks that we have had have pretty much been Super Bowl caliber quarterbacks, or they have put the team in position to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The quarterback have. I mean, everybody talk about Danny White, but Danny White gave the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game. He went to the NFC Championship game 3 times. He gave the Dallas Cowboys the lead 2 times with 3 minutes or less left. And then now they turn around.
That's no longer on the quarterback.
Yeah,
when he's doing that.
But now they turn around and talk about Danny White like, he didn't get it done.
Like he dog.
But it wasn't necessarily his fault if you were actually out looking,
Yeah.
But and then you had Don Meredith that took us to the NFC Championship game, pre-Super Bowl, and then the year they actually had the Super Bowl, Green Bay beat us in the what's that, what they call that, the frostbite game?
Oh yeah, the Ice Bowl.
Yeah, the Ice Bowl.
Yeah.
So all of those guys took us to and that
to
game.
The promised land.
Yeah, Green Bay beat us on the last play of the game.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So we have had quarterbacks that either won the Super Bowl, took us to the Super Bowl and lost. And then even when we had Roger Staubach and Craig Martin were alternating.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next year, Roger beat out Craig Martin. Dallas traded Craig Martin to Denver. And then Roger Staubach and Craig Martin met in the Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
So we've had great quarterbacks. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
That if they didn't get it done, they put us in a position to do it.
Yeah.
And Dak and Tony Romo just haven't done that. And that's just a knock on them, no matter how, because Tony Romo got all the team stats.
Yeah.
Most of the team. Yeah. Most touchdowns, most yards, but he got the fewest
Well, Tony Romo was running the team when that transition took place. When the league went from, running the ball 25, 35 times a game with one back, right? Yeah. Or even two backs. I think we had Julius Jones and Marion Barber.
And then before that we had DeMarco Murray. And Julius Jones,
Yeah, so Tony Romo benefited from the passing game and the way the game's changed, and that's why he's in the record books.
Yeah.
I think Dak, if he continues to stay here,
he's
he'll
gonna
pass
benefit
up
from
a
the
lot
same
of
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna benefit from the same thing.
Especially when you're out there throwing 60 times a game.
Yeah,
but
so
bad news is seemingly when he throws the ball over 40 times, we take a L.
Yeah.
So he's not
not only
he's not the catalyst.
Not only us, but most teams, when the quarterback throw 40, 50 times, they usually lose.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, so that's a recipe. You got to have some balance. You got to be at least about 60-40.
Yeah, you got to let do enough to make that defense stay true, so they can't just go all out on the pass game or all out on the run game. Like you got to set up some mismatches.
And
man.
so Dak, I don't know what this new haircut is about, but you look a little different, buddy. You were doing good the other way. So, shade it.
The Rock.
Yeah. You do look.
The Rock.
And, Rock. And the thing that's saving Dak also is that Dak is a very good dude. Dak haven't got in no trouble.
Yeah.
He's been NFL Man of the Year.
Yeah.
That's
a great person.
And he get up to the microphone and he say the right thing 90-something% of the time.
Yeah.
So that helps Dak.
Oh, he's
along the I'm saying
Dak's a nice guy.
Yeah. But that don't count for wins.
Well, we know about nice guys. They finished last. And that's where we've been. not necessarily finishing last.
Look here. That's a saying, but nice guys don't always finish last.
No, they don't.
Sometimes they finish next to last.
Or next to last.
Hey, I'm just teasing. I mean, in sports, you got to have a little edge about you.
Yeah.
You just do.
Absolutely.
No matter if you're a quarterback or whatever. I mean, they get you look at Tom Brady on TV, he's standing next to his wife, looking out with them smiles on. Tom Brady got a little edge to him.
Psycho.
Yeah, he got to be psychotic. Yeah, got a little edge to him.
Absolutely.
And so do Patrick Mahomes.
Absolutely.
That's why he was cussing throwing his helmet.
Hey,
he don't like that.
You gotta be psychotic, man.
Yeah,
to play a sport with nothing but type A personalities all around you, and to be. And every last one of those type A's think that they are the type A.
Yeah, they think they D1.
The type A. So to be the type A that is over all those type A's, you at least got to believe it up here. And a lot of the times, I don't think Dak has a type A personality, just personally.
I don't even.
Just watching his demeanor.
I don't think, that's what I don't even think our receivers. I mean, CD do a lot of stuff, but you don't seem like he got that type A personality.
CD like a passive aggressive type.
Yeah, and all the receivers, they talk about Randy Moss, they talk about T.O., they talk about Michael Irvin, and all these guys are good.
Yeah.
But they said they was divas, they was always open. I mean, but Joe Horn, he did this, but these guys were good.
Get on the ball.
Give them the ball.
You know what I'm saying? Like I want every last one of my guys thinking that way, feeling that way. They want the ball.
Yeah, they want the ball.
Period. So, in the most crucial moments, I want all y'all wanting the ball. I got a good team.
Actually, that's what Michael Parsons said. We need to get some type more stronger A personality.
Yeah.
He didn't say that per se, but that's what he meant.
Absolutely.
We need some type A guys that's not going to back off of that type A.
We need some of those Mr. Meaner guys.
I was thinking that, but I wasn't going to say, hey, we don't need to get no felony and go away.
Yeah.
We just need you to have a little roughness about you.
Yeah,
we need a little Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Somebody might need to get thrown through a nightclub window.
I need Meta World Peace on my squad, man. I need some straight up enforcers, bro.
I need Hollywood Hilson over to Studio 67 having a fight in the parking lot.
Yeah, what's my boy Chris Childs that stole off on Kobe? You know? I need some of them cats that I don't give a damn who you think you are, dog. But you ain't coming around here with that.
With all that.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't going down like that, dog.
But get your money, but don't get too much leave a little on the table so you
Yeah,
can get
man.
you some help, man.
So we can get some teammates
get
that
your
don't have
money
to
back.
rely too much on the draft. Hopefully we knock that draft out, and there's a lot of good prospects in that draft, and we'll talk about it, from this last NFL Combine. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but man, I'm just hoping. I'm hoping that we have a successful draft this year, and we pick up, 2 or 3 good free agents.
Yeah.
Quality free agents, man. But I tell you what, it seems like the days of free agents wanting to come to Dallas feels like that's over with, unless they was already a Cowboys fan growing up or something.
Well,
I don't know what it is.
now that Jimmy is here and Mike Zimmer here, that might change.
Might change
Because,
some things.
back in the day, when Jimmy was here, Dion,
Yeah.
they weren't free agents, but they wanted to come here.
Yeah.
Charles Haley wanted to come here.
Yeah.
So
Well, we didn't
if
trade
we can get some
Dion.
guys like that, if we can get some guys that's good and want to be here, that'll help a lot.
Well, Dion signed that 1-year deal with San Francisco, so he chose to come here.
Oh, yeah.
After he was a free agent, and Charles Haley did the same thing. They want to play with a good guy, and Jimmy Johnson, man, I love his energy, bro. Like that's so shameful, man. Like there's no reason why we should have let Jimmy Johnson go, and man, you can say this if all day, but I feel like we would have had so many more Super Bowl titles if Jimmy Johnson.
Probably would have had at least one more. You might not have had so many more.
At least one more. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we got robbed of some greatness right there, but it's all good, man. It's all good. We're gonna keep this thing moving along. So, Saquon Barkley is officially a free agent.
Yeah, I thought he would still have a little time, but now he's officially on the market.
On the market, man. The New York Giants chose, and I think like 80% of their offense went through Saquon Barkley, but they chose to not franchise tag Saquon. And I'm cool with it.
Yeah,
we ain't got to face him no more.
Man.
I hope he don't end up in Philly.
Well, the running back position is just.
Oh, he's like a nostalgic. He's a throwback running back. Yeah, he's one of them every down backs.
But it's devalued so much.
Yeah, because of injury.
No,
how you gonna pay? How you gonna
because of the players?
And then and the players like not being the total package.
Not being the total
package. Not being
package.
able to block, run.
And then I even heard who was that Marshall Falk said when he see guys tap on top of their helmet, he said that's one of the biggest things that make running back devalue.
Yeah, man.
Because guys do this now.
Too much.
Take me out. I see guys come in and play 1 or 2 plays. Take me out.
Man, back in the day, bro, you'd have had to rip Emmitt Smith up off that field.
Yeah,
just like you said, when somebody used to try to come in for you, and you be like, I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
you better get off the field.
You better sprint fast, because we're going to get a penalty. Yeah, I did that before when playing.
I'm already in the huddle, dog. Like, you better get back
I'm down like this. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't hear you. I did that before, Noonish fan.
Yeah, man.
The guy come and get me, got to sprint off the field, because I'm not going. We're going to have 12 men.
Yeah, but I can't lie, man. It'd be nice. It would be nice to get Saquon down here, Yeah,
because Saquon is...
he's a dog.
But we're going to have somebody with him, because if you give him the full package, he's kind of injury prone. I ain't going to say injury prone.
Yeah.
But he got hurt in college. He's been hurt a couple times in the pros.
Yep.
So, he probably going to have somebody to take a look.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah, you can't say injury prone, but he stayed fairly healthy last year.
Yeah.
But that recovery from that major knee injury.
And that's why I'm surprised they letting him go free agency, because he said, I want to be a New York Giant.
Man.
He said that, and then he stayed healthy.
Yeah.
That's one of his better years. So I don't know.
And the guy that they paid Daniel Jones $160 million. He got the same contract that Dak got last year. 4 years for $160 million.
Yeah, Daniel Jones not that dude.
Just like we lost Zeke because of Dak, and Zeke was, I'm not saying that he's still the back that he was when he came out of college, but he definitely would have helped last year.
But I'm gonna say this: when Dak got $160 million, even though it wasn't enough for us Cowboy fans, he did way more than Daniel Jones.
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't enough for us, but Daniel Jones, man.
He's done nothing. Well, he got hurt last year, right? So
and
he got that contract and got hurt. And he wasn't really. I think he's gotten hurt just about every season at some point. That's what happens when you got a horrible O-line. You really got no pieces around the guys that you're paying.
Yeah.
Like, how you gonna protect him? What you paying him all that money for? You can't even protect the guy. He can't even stand up.
But We need to get one of those backs, man. We need to get her back.
Yes.
We need to get her back.
A veteran back.
Yeah,
right?
a veteran back.
And I wouldn't mind drafting somebody, but that's taking a chance, man. And I ain't trying to take no more chances.
Yeah.
You know?
Because you draft these guys, guys that got drafted real high that didn't pan out. Then guys got drafted low that panned out better. So that draft is kind of a crapshoot, man, sometimes.
Yeah, and y'all don't clown because I do know I misspelled Barkley on this. I'm just not saying it that I'm ag because I did go through my slides last night and checked them, but I missed that one. I missed it. It's all good. It's Barkley for all you scholars out there.
Okay, for all you scholars out here, we're not here to debate our
that testosterone. We ain't gonna talk about that one right there.
No. We ain't gonna use the T word. No. They got a little sensitive about that. But we're not here to debate our grammar, our diction. We're here to debate sports.
Yeah, man.
We're here to have fun and debate sports. We ain't here to debate. You said this word right. You spelled it wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, and guess what? And I'm the type of person like this. We're here to have fun.
Yeah.
So you can either laugh at me or you can laugh with me. It don't matter. Just laugh,
just
man.
Because I'm laughing.
Because I'm going to be laughing.
Yeah. Having a great time.
Because about 80% of the time, when I'm talking, I'm trying to hold a laugh back.
Yeah.
And that might make me say, testosterone. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say the T word. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. J.A. told me before the show.
It's all gravy though. You can say it how you want to. We can make that word the right way. We know what you mean.
And all I need to say is that who told Webster he know how to spell something?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Who gave him permission to say it right?
Say everything.
I think he got some things backwards.
Yeah. So we gonna pronounce it like that over here.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna say the T word. We got another segment later on that I might use the T word in.
Yeah. So this past week we had the NFL Combine, which is a huge event. I got to go to one back in 2013. It was dope. Had a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing all these kids come through. These kids they own it. They fresh out of college, man. World's all in front of them, and opportunity of a lifetime to go out here and showcase their skills, man. So last week it was a few standouts. Every year somebody that was fairly unknown becomes known at these combines.
Yeah.
Right. And this year it was Xavier Worthy. Now we saw him play. I'm a Texas guy, so I knew of the kid.
Oh, yeah, I knew about him, too.
I didn't know he was flying like that, though.
I didn't either. And he's from somewhere around this area, I think.
Yeah, and Xavier Worthy went out there and broke the 40-yard dash record, in the NFL Combine. He is now the record holder. He ran a 4.21. John Ross was the previous record holder, which ran a 4.22.
Is he from UT? No, John Ross.
No, he went to Oregon.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the other Ross.
Yeah. Quentin Ross.
The one.
Quentin Ross.
Yeah, Sandra Richards' husband.
Yeah. He went to Texas.
Played DB for the
Giants. Yeah, he was a DB. Yep. Yep. Okay. And so, that's a burner, man. You gonna find a spot. That guy, his draft stock.
Wait a minute. You say he ran a what?
A 4.21.
I thought Bo Jackson and Deion ran 4.1. So how's the record for? No. Anyway, I'm just playing. Let's stick to the script.
What's that emoji?
Yeah, that's some of that urban myth stuff. They say that urban. I don't know if urban. They say that in the city.
Yeah.
They say that because
Well, did you see that Christian Coleman went out and ran a 40 last week?
Oh yeah, he ran
comparison.
He ran a
4.12.
Oh yeah.
And supposedly at 85%. But you can't confirm nor deny that.
No, he was close to 100%, but he probably can go a little faster.
Mm-hmm.
He probably can go about 4.0 something.
4.0 something?
Yeah, 4.08. But he wasn't that. He was more like 95%.
Yeah,
he probably could go a little faster.
I agree. Yeah. They said he was at 85. I was like, man, I didn't know he was at 85%.
Yeah, how do you know? How can you tell?
How can you tell?
The only person know that is Christian.
Exactly.
If he don't say that, I would assume that he's close to 100.
Yeah, and I'm just like, why wouldn't he just go on and run 100 so we can actually see what his time is? In that 40. In that 40. 4.12 is flying.
Oh, yeah. Well, That's what I always try to get people to understand.
Football with track speed?
Yeah, when you start talking about these football players got world-class speed, no, they don't.
No,
they don't.
No.
They don't.
Yeah,
they don't.
DK Metcalf proved that last year when he thought he was going to go out there and run a 10-3 and do something.
Yeah, man, 10-3, that's a good high school time.
The boy got burnt.
Hey, he won't win the state of Texas with a 10-3.
No, he won't. No, he won't.
And it's been a long, I think in the last 50 years, 10-3 or slower has won it about 3 times.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Most of the time it takes 10-1, 10-2, and all that. 10, you know, like I say, 10-3 hadn't won it in a long time.
Them boys got them scat packs down here in Texas,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, so,
Texas and Florida boys can go.
So, you know, and then
Louisiana.
And then I seen you they always say Randy Moss got world-class speed, but I seen you, Terrence Newman. Called him.
Yeah.
Terrence Newman is a sprinter. Go look it up, fans. I'm not making up.
Unc had to show me that. I had no idea Terrence Newman was
when
that
it
quick.
called Randy Moss from about 12 or 15 years.
Yeah, like it was easy, too.
Like it was easy. Because he's a real sprinter.
Yeah.
He's a track and field sprinter.
Yeah.
Terrence Newman was a Big 8 champion in the 60-yard dash.
I didn't know that,
so he's not one of these guys.
Fought and won.
Yeah, they
That's
don't.
my age.
Yeah, so
give me a Terrence Newman jersey.
Yeah. So all that football players work like. No.
Yeah, it ain't. Yeah, it ain't going down
and
like
most
that.
people don't realize this. You know, they see Usain Bolt and these guys on TV 24, 27, 28. Most guys run the fastest time of their life before they're 19 years old.
That's insane to think about.
Most guys.
Just because I say that because I know I got a lot faster in my 20s. Just because of maturity and strength.
Yeah,
and
most guys though.
Yeah.
Go look at all the high school records. Just a guy a couple years ago, Matthew Bowling.
Yeah.
He set a national record at 10-1-3.
Yeah.
He ain't ran 10-1-3 since.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is insane.
Now he run the 400.
Because everybody was crazy about Matthew.
Yeah,
Bowling
he's
when he
on
was
Olympic
coming
over,
out.
and he finally did go to the World Games last year.
I thought they said he ran like a 9.98.
Well, that was wind 80. But
Okay.
they got a new saying. We used to call it wind 80. Now they call it under all conditions.
Okay, so they adjusted it.
To all, yeah.
They adjusted it to a 10-1-3.
No. That was 2 different occasions.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You can't adjust a wind 80 time until a record.
Yeah.
No matter how fast it is.
Got you.
Yeah. It just will be. But now they call it under all conditions.
It's crazy, man. So
Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, Xavier Worthy, man. The kid's he's small in stature though, 165 pounds. So that's the thing.
He's
sound
kind of like Turpin, though. A little bit bigger than Turpin.
Sound like Turpin. He also sounds like my guy from Philly. They won the Heisman out of Amite, Louisiana. Deshaun
Jackson.
No, not Jackson.
Well, he was small too.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that prototype, that body type. That's exactly what it is. You know, what's the guy number 6 for Philly right now? The receiver. I can't believe I can't think of his name. He went to Alabama. He won that. He won the Heisman 3 years ago out of Amite, Louisiana.
Hurts?
No, not Jalen. It's Deshaun.
Won the Heisman?
Yeah, he won the Heisman.
Well, you know, the Heisman done lost so much luster now, man.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, because I thought
Philly wide receivers. Devontae Smith. That's it.
He won the
Devontae.
Heisman?
Yeah. Absolutely, he won the Heisman. You don't remember? He went off in that national championship.
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Yeah, that's when they had what's my guy that Steve
Steve
Sarkisian was the offensive coordinator, and he was drawing up some plays for that young man.
Oh,
boy.
yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. I do remember that now.
Yeah, this Worthy kid, I mean, he had a really good bowl game, had, good bowl games because they, playoff or whatever, but the kid can go, he can fly, man. I'm curious to see what he's going to do and who's going to pick him up. That's a speed guy.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll end up in like Kansas City or something.
Yeah, and his combine workout is gonna send him up to.
Absolutely.
But I'm not one of these big combine guys. I need to see the film on you. What you do.
Yeah. He's got good film too, though.
He got good film, but to be, I don't know, he'll go in a early second round, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think he ran himself into a first round.
Man.
Too small.
Possibly, yeah, he's little. He's little.
So,
but he can play, though. He can catch it.
Yeah, he can play.
And my boy Devontae Smith, he was a first round pick, and he about the same size.
Yeah, well, it just all depends on what you think you can do with it.
Yeah, with the need. And I wouldn't mind. It's crazy. I think, Kansas City that's the type of team to go grab that guy. a gimmick.
Yeah, if he's in a
guy that they can go about 10 plays
especially if he's in a late first round, or if he's still, especially Kansas City second round draft choice or something. Yeah, because you need somebody. Now he gonna strictly take the top off the defense.
Oh, absolutely.
And then then you got Travis Kelce going under that.
Oh, yeah, that's dirty. That's Tyreek all over again. When Kansas City would look really unbeatable at that point in time, right? And then also other standouts. Tyler Owens, another Texas kid out of Texas Tech. He missed Byron Jones's broad jump record by 1 inch.
Yeah.
So he went out, jumped 12 foot 2 inches in the broad jump. That's far.
Yeah, that's the standing broad jump. Yeah.
Standing broad, that's straight explosion.
Oh yeah.
Right? From right here to jumping and reaching out there. So 12 foot 2, that's pretty impressive. He's a safety. So he's a rangy guy.
Yeah, and he got that leap ability.
That's what you need.
Rangy guy with leaping ability.
Yep.
And I would probably say he ran a pretty good 40 time too.
Yeah, I'd expect it.
I don't know, but if he can jump, usually guys that can jump usually can run pretty fast.
Yeah, he's probably 4'4", 4'5".
Yeah.
He got some good size on him too. So that was cool to see. And then Bo Limmer out of where does kid go to school? Out of Arkansas. That's right, Jerry's time. Now, I believe he'll end up as a Cowboy.
Because he's from Arkansas.
He's Arkansas. And I don't believe we re-signed Tyler Biotish as our center.
And
this kid is a center.
Is that the kid that did the 29 reps or whatever?
39 reps on the bench press. 39 reps to 245. 225.
And the record is what?
The record is, I believe, 49 times.
Yeah, he was close to the record.
Yeah, he was 10 away. So he's 13th all time, right? So he's still top 15 of all time.
Yeah.
But that's some strength, and you usually don't see that at the center position.
No.
You usually see guards and tackles throwing that weight up like that.
Yeah.
So centers are the typical. They're typically the most athletic.
But a little smaller.
Yeah, a little
smaller
than, but this kid throwing them weights up, and old Tyler Biotish is out of here. So Bo Limmer with an X. Looks like he might be the Dallas
Cowboys do something.
I'm just saying, that's what I think. I could be completely wrong.
If he's still there, he might be gone.
Yeah, I don't even know what pick we have, but we'll see how that works out.
We're in the 20s.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see how it works out.
We made the playoffs. We made the playoffs. You're in the 20s.
Yeah, but I don't with that Trey Lance. That's why I say that we got Trey Lance in the wing, so we might trade to Minnesota or somebody for a higher pick. Somebody that's in need of a quarterback might go after Trey Lance. Yeah. And I hear that Minnesota wants Trey Lance because he's from Minnesota. And of course, you already know Dallas and Minnesota got relations.
Yeah, they're always doing something.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, it was just Herschel Walker. I would have been mad at Dallas after that. I wouldn't have did nothing.
Man, I'm telling you.
After you skinned me like that?
Yeah, that's like a hustle move right there, boy. Yeah. And Herschel didn't do too much of anything up in Minnesota when that took place. But yeah, man, it was a very, very good combine. This is one of the deepest combines as far as talent is concerned.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Because we need
we need 3-4 players, man.
We don't need no more Mozzie Smith happenings. Now you never know. Mozzie Smith could turn out to be very good, but I don't see it happening. Not after the year I saw last year.
They said they're gonna put Mozzie in a different
role.
Yeah, a different.
They need to.
They said they're gonna beef him up a little, and they've been saying something. I don't know.
They need to beef him up a lot, and they need to get him. They need to go drop him off in South Dallas, so when he hear a gun off, he he know how to get off. You know what I'm saying? Because my boy,
he slow off that line, man.
It's horrible.
That's what I said. You might can beef him up, but I don't care until his reaction time get a little quicker, man. He's not going.
Yeah, that boy reflex is on what's the opposite of speed dot? Like that boy reflex
slow motion.
That boy Mozzie reflexes is on straight ganja. Like that boy can't do nothing.
He laid back.
But slow motion around this jump.
Yeah.
See it hook? That boy still sitting there, huh? You know, it's like what's wrong with Mozzie, man? Get him out them.
But anyway, we go. Hey, he's first round draft choice, so it means he got at least 2 more years. This was first. No, they always give him 2, 3, maybe 4 years.
Yeah.
So maybe Jim and them can get something out of him, Mike Zim or somebody.
Yeah, hopefully he got a better sophomore season coming up than he had in his rookie year, because that was a bad deal.
Yeah, that was a bad deal like that.
But we're going to keep this party rolling. King James has done something that no man in the history of the National Basketball Association has ever done. And that is eclipse the 40,000 point mark. That's a lot of points.
Yeah, that's a lot of points, man.
They say you got to average, I think, 24.1 points for 20 years to score 40,000. I mean, the season ain't over.
And that's for 20 years playing a certain amount of games.
84 games.
Yeah, playing 80 games.
82 games a year.
Yeah, 82 games, yeah.
For 20 years, scoring 24.1. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Shout out to King James, man. Even though you are the king, you're still not the GOAT. Your longevity, you are the GOAT of longevity, right? Because your performance has not declined substantially. Your athleticism has declined a little bit, but you still out there getting buckets. IQ still on point, man. Like King James, can't nobody say nothing bad about you other than you ain't Mike and you never will be Mike, or better than Mike. That's what I'm gonna say. But what you think about this, huh?
Oh yeah, that's a great accomplishment. Mm-hmm. And nobody's ever done it, and and it's great. And you're absolutely right. He's not the GOAT. Yeah. And neither is Michael Jordan the GOAT. This is the whole thing. Because what he did, what LeBron did, he did. What Michael did, he did. And neither one of the two has anything to do with each other.
Well, other than the fact that LeBron looked up to Mike because Michael was the GOAT.
What LeBron did had nothing to do with Michael, and what Michael had nothing to do with LeBron. Yeah. And LeBron is like last week we was talking about these team players and all that. LeBron is one of the better team players. Michael is like I said, I just want Michael Jordan fans to realize Michael is one or two or three greatest individual basketball players. Yeah. But basketball is a team game. Yeah. And LeBron is a very good team player. And LeBron did what he did. And it's a great feat. And it's gonna be hard to do. Absolutely. That's gonna sit there for a while. Yeah. Luka might get it. Yeah. But he's got a while to go before he gets there. But this is the whole thing. Luka's got a good start on scoring. Yeah. He don't have a good start on taking care of his body. Yeah, no doubt about that. No doubt about that. You gotta take care of your body like, Yeah. You gotta, $1 million a year going into your body. Yeah. So that's the only thing that I don't know. Somebody has got to come along with the dedication, the desire to want to play that long at that high level and to sacrifice all the things that it takes to do that for 20 years. And I think was most impressive about his 40,000 points is the fact that LeBron has never focused on being the top scorer. He ends up being the top scorer, but he's always been a team player. Yeah, always. He's got the assists. He's got the boards. Like LeBron, one of the year he led his team in like every category in the playoffs. Every major statistical category. Yeah, 2 years in against in the championship against Golden State. Yeah. Well, now 1 year against the Celtics, I know he did it. No, he did it. He did it in the championship. And the year that they lost, the first year they lost to Golden State, LeBron not only led his team, but he led the whole series in scoring, rebounds, and assists. Yeah. And then the year that they beat Golden State, he led both teams in scoring, rebound, assists, steals, and blocks.
Man, that's crazy.
See, and that's the whole thing about the GOAT conversation. You know, and I'm not trying to. And when I say Michael Jordan is overrated, that don't mean that I don't think that he's one of the top 5, 6, 7, 8 players ever.
Blasphemous.
But this is the thing. He's not head and shoulders better than other guys because there is no proof of that.
Yeah.
That's just people's opinion.
Yeah.
There is no proof of that.
Yeah.
You know, he did his 6 championships. Magic got 5. Larry Bird got 3. Isaiah got 2. And all those guys did that while Michael was in the league. Well, not all 5 and not all 3 of Larry's, but so, you know, everybody got to realize Michael did what he did against who he did it against, and it was great when he did it.
Yeah.
Bill Russell did what he did against who he did it. It was great when he did it.
Yep.
Because if it was that easy, somebody else would have did it before or after.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
So, you know, but LeBron is one of the best because this is the whole thing. When LeBron's career is over, LeBron is going to be top 10 in 3-4 different categories.
Yep.
Scoring, assists, he might not make rebounds, but he might be up in steals or something. But scoring and assists, because he's already, number 7, 8 in assists of all time? He's cracked the top 10.
Yeah, he's up there.
Yeah, and he's number 1 in scoring.
Sure.
So that just shows you that he is one of the better team players in a team game.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. LeBron is just, and he's been special for a long time. You know, I don't know if we'll ever see it again yet, and I still can't say that he's just a GOAT like that. You know what I mean?
I can't say nobody's a GOAT like that. I can't because I've seen, and when you start talking about sports, it amazed me that how sensitive Michael Jordan fans are.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
because the truth, because nobody want to, it's just a fact. It don't, whether you agree with him or not, Michael Jordan, first 6 years, he did pretty much nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he scored a lot of points now.
Yeah, scored a lot of points. But that don't equate to winning. We don't care about points.
It don't, but he didn't have much around him. You know, they had.
But this is the thing: the way Michael Jordan fans talk, he didn't need it. It's just all about him.
Well, it's just, it's still sports. You know, you still gotta have something around you. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when he did get Scotty, and he got, the right pieces around him.
Yeah.
It proved that he was much better.
Scotty got beat up 3-4 years in the 80s too. Yeah. It wasn't like Scotty came that first year they started winning.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah.
So all of that stuff is just, it's just people's opinion. And LeBron is a great player. He's not the GOAT. There's no such thing as the GOAT in team sports.
I beg to differ.
Because this is the whole thing. If you the GOAT, see, and this is the thing that Michael Jordan never had to do nothing but score.
Well, see, that's
he never had to do nothing but score.
He didn't have to, but he did more. He did play defense. He did get boards. He did now when it comes to scoring, there's nothing like Michael Jordan. We've never seen that, right? Only like Steph is different than Michael Jordan. Right,
Everybody's different.
Michael Jordan's a better player than LeBron. He's a better scorer than LeBron. Like LeBron, Michael wasn't. The game was just different. He wasn't. The threes that he took, he often, he had pretty good 3-point percentage. 30%.
And then when they moved the line in to 22 feet, I see you the thing. His 3-point percentage went up by 10%
really?
When they moved the line in.
I didn't know they moved the line. They
moved the line in the night because they couldn't shoot. Because Michael couldn't shoot, so they moved it in for Michael.
They
so
ain't
his percentage could go.
They ain't moving for Michael.
No, they did move the line in from 24, whatever it is, to 22 something.
God, dog.
And then everybody.
That's crazy.
Shoot percentage went up, and now they moved it back to where it was, 23.9 or something now?
Yeah.
Well, I say 23.9.
Yeah.
And they moved it into 22, whatever. Yeah.
Well, Mike,
we're not going to debate, because there's no such thing. Get off of that. It ain't no such thing.
The 3-point shot was still fairly new at that time. They still trying to figure out.
The 3-point shot started in the ABA. They were shooting that in the ABA.
Yeah, but I'm talking about for the NBA, though.
but this is the whole thing. What's the difference in the NBA in the ABA.
The ABA don't even exist no more.
Yeah.
And NBA didn't
absolutely.
And NBA didn't recognize the 3-pointer.
They didn't, but they recognized the players because when Dr. J switched to the NBA, from the ABA to the NBA, he started running the East.
Yeah,
he started running the East.
No doubt.
So the competition was already in there. So
for sure,
it wasn't no difference. And you know, they tried.
That's like when Herschel Walker went and played for Donald Trump over in the UF. What is it called? UFL. USL?
No, that's a little different. What's
the difference? Because they were never competitive with the NBA.
They were never competitive with the NFL.
Gotcha.
But the ABA, about 70% of the players in the ABA came and started.
Wow.
George Gervin and all those guys came from the ABA.
So yeah, can you? I don't know what you want to do and ring the bell. We'll wait. We'll wait for that.
Yeah, but anyway, LeBron is a great player. Yeah. He ain't the GOAT. There's no such thing. So.
Other than Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Hey.
And I say this, I'm an 80s baby, so in my time, when I can start remembering sports, right, I started watching when I was a young buck, but I started watching MJ in the 90s. You know, I didn't see him too much. I was wearing Jordans in '86, 87, but I still wasn't really just watching Jordan like that. I didn't see him on commercials.
If you'd been watching him, you would have known.
Yeah, I'd have known he was the GOAT for sure. Like I do now.
You'd have a different opinion when you see him get knocked out in the first round 3-4 times. I don't think it's debatable.
No, I saw him get knocked out. I mean, like I said, I was watching Michael Jordan Playground. Like, I was watching the story, and he talked about it openly.
Yeah.
You know how he had to go get in that weight room because Detroit was giving him the business, right? And they wasn't, the fouls were not.
See, this is the whole thing about sports.
Light as they are these days.
All this stuff, years later, nobody care about what happened along the way. Mm-hmm. All they care about is the wins and losses. That's the same way like everybody say something about the bubble. It's been 3-4 years now. But 15 to 20 years from now, they ain't going to say that the Lakers won in the bubble. All they're going to say is that the Lakers won it.
That's it. They got that banner in the rafters. It ain't got a bubble around the year.
Because this is what Michael Jordan fans don't want to hear. The year that they did beat Troy, Isaiah broke his wrist during the year and didn't even quit playing. He played the whole year with an injured wrist. That was the year that Michael and them finally got played. But don't nobody want to hear that about this. And then this is even more recent. That nobody, the first year that Golden State beat Cleveland, Kyrie and Kevin Love got hurt.
Absolutely.
But don't nobody want to hear that.
Yeah.
We don't care. We don't care.
Yeah, but that's the facts though.
So all we want to know is the bottom line. Jordan won 6, LeBron won 4, Bill Russell won 11.
Well, LeBron's what? He's lost like 6, huh?
Yeah.
He's lost quite a few. He's lost more than he's won. And that's
Everybody have.
Not Jordan.
The only person that has won more than they lost is the people that played with Bill Russell and the Boston Celtics during that era. Everybody, Jordan played 15 years. He lost 9 of those years.
I got an asterisk.
So I don't understand.
I got an asterisk.
My
asterisk is finals only. You ain't talking about.
No, you can't go finals only.
The other 9 years.
How can you just say finals only when you're talking about championships?
Because when he got there.
But what about when he did?
He delivered.
So that means he didn't deliver along the way.
His team.
If you don't deliver,
this
is the whole thing.
You know by now.
No, you come on.
When they lose, it's the team. When they win, it's him. You already know the business.
No. So you gonna tell me not delivering in the first round is better than not delivering in the finals? Come on, man. That sounds stupid.
I'm gonna say this.
So you'd rather be Dak Prescott than Brock Purdy? He lost in the first round. Okay.
Absolutely not.
Well, let's get off of this first round stuff then.
Well, I don't want to be either one of them. I'd rather be Pat Mahomes.
Exactly.
Winning a championship.
Exactly.
I'd rather be Tom Brady.
But if you have to be one of the two.
I'd rather be Brock Purdy.
Thank you.
But,
if I had to be Michael or Larry Bird, I'd rather be Larry Bird because I beat you 3 times and you beat me none.
Oh, that's because you country boy, huh? You like country, and you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just saying.
You like French lick.
We got to get off this notion. No, we got to get off this notion that if you didn't lose in the finals, it don't count.
He was there, but everybody knows. And
everybody don't know.
I guess we could say this about Michael
But this
Jordan.
is the whole thing.
The East was really weak.
Me and you have already had this conversation.
Other than the Celtics.
I don't want a 10-year-old telling me about the 80s. I don't want a 10-year-old telling me about the 80s.
But I can tell you about the 90s.
Huh?
I can tell you about about the 90s?
I can tell you about the 90s too.
Yeah.
Michael won 6 championships.
Dominated the 90s.
In the 90s.
Dominated the 90s.
Absolutely.
And he left for 2 of those years. So he could have won 8. He came back.
Okay, while we talking
back.
about coulda, I got a coulda for you later on. But anyway, LeBron, congratulations on the 40,000. You had a great career. You ain't the GOAT. Michael ain't the GOAT. Will ain't the GOAT.
MJ, baby. Y'all know what it is around here on the right side of the table. Your left, my right.
On that side of the table. On that side of the table. We're not going to use that. We're not going to. And I got to say this.
123.
Right.
There's only 120. It's 123 right now, and there's only one real 23, and that 23 is Michael Jordan.
No, he ain't the first one.
Brown went back to 6, I think.
And that was the biggest mistake he ever made, go to 6.
Why?
Bill Russell was 6.
Wasn't Dr. J 6 too?
I don't care about Dr. J. Bill Russell was 6.
Yeah.
You gonna go from 6 range, and now you gonna try to challenge 11? Get out of here. Get out of here. You should have went to number 5 or something. That's all I'm saying.
You know that.
But this is the whole thing.
He's all about him.
Noonish fans, let me tell you like this here. See, these young guys want to think they're better than the. See, everybody's generation just think that their generation is better than the last one or the one to come. And I'm the same way. My generation is better than your generation, the same way you think your generation. There is no way that you can convince me that your generation is better than mine, the same way I can't convince you that my generation is better than yours. So we gonna hold that because everybody think their generation was the best.
I can only speak to what I saw and what I know. I'm not disrespecting Dr. J. Dr. J was MJ's favorite player, right?
No, David Thompson was.
David Thompson was?
Yeah,
but he also had an infatuation with Dr. J.
Yeah, because they all kind of played, you know.
Yeah. And I got to go back and see David Thompson play. I just thought he was a Georgetown coach. I got to go back and watch that guy play.
No, you talking about John Thompson is a Georgetown.
John Thompson, okay. Okay. So I have no idea who David Thompson is.
No, you don't have no idea.
Who do he play with? The Lakers?
Go find out. Go find out. I ain't gonna tell him nothing.
Research.
Go find out. Research.
Google it. Google it.
Google it. It's all on Google.
Go Google it.
It's all on Google.
Hey, everything is on the web now, man. Like, Golden Riches had some highlights on the web.
Yeah, I said that to you. Golden Riches, yeah.
It's crazy. But shout out King James. No disrespect,
Shout out King James.
You my favorite player right now in this era, man. You on my wall. I ain't hating on you. You just know you ain't Jordan either. But
no, he don't want to be Jordan. He want to stay with his wife. Since we why you gonna talk about Karl Malone? He want to stay with his wife.
We only talk about the court.
We ain't talk about that.
We only talk about the game.
We just talk about basketball.
The game. You know what I'm saying? That's it. We gonna leave it there. We gonna leave it there.
And we gonna go to the next subject.
Matter of fact, Michael Jordan Jr. Also terminated his potential wedding with Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. They're no longer getting married anymore. But anyways, the Dallas Mavericks, man. After the trade, we were looking hot. The energy was great. Everybody smiling, laughing. We get back from the All-Star break. And we can't do nothing, man. Like, you see Luka, he's skidding right now. Like, we got a 3-game losing streak right now, and it has been really ugly. Really ugly. We lost to the Celtics. Last night we lost to the Cavaliers.
And you lost to...
Oh, no, we lost to the Pacers, and we lost to the Cavaliers. Cavaliers beat us on a crazy shot at the end of the game. But, I mean, these are the types of things. There's one or two things that can happen, right, that are going to happen. The way that Dallas reacts to this. Either we realize, okay, we've had some flukish losses, right? Talking about that Celtics. The Pacers beat up on us last night. Either they're going to realize they had some flukish losses, they haven't performed their best, they've been criticized for not playing hard, which is unacceptable, or they're going to shut it down.
Well,
like they did last year. Now, I think they still have the pieces they need to make a deep run. To get back to that Western Conference Finals. I don't know if we can win it. Possibly. I won't. I can't bet against Luka and I can't bet against Kyrie. I won't do it. Not in Dallas. Not on this team.
I'll say this. You know, after the All-Star break, that's when teams really start buckling down.
They're supposed to turn on.
So we're going to see here in the next few weeks You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying, but I saw this happen last year. You know, they were doing good till the All-Star break last year.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and this is my
And it was all bad after that.
and this is why I take John Stockton over Kyrie. This right here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just being honest.
So-
Kyrie is
Inconsistent.
inconsistent. Like I say, I'm not saying he got all the talent in the world, but I can't trust him.
Yeah, he's more talented than John, but
Oh, it ain't no.
what you know, you gonna with John Stockton, you
'Cause
know
he's
what you're gonna
started.
get every time.
Yeah. And
You're gonna
John
get
Stockton-
at least 15 assists, 10 to 15 assists.
You're
You're gonna get a easy 20.
He's easy 20.
Yeah,
Because he ain't going to
and-
shoot but 6, 7 times. He going to get about 10, 12 points from the free throw line.
Yeah.
He going to get you, 10, 12 assists, 2 or 3 steals.
Yeah.
You know, he going and out of his
If he
10
moves too fast, his nuts might fall out his shorts.
Yeah, and if it,
a little tiny ass
his
shorts.
2 or 3, and his free throws.
Oh, it's gonna be 90. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he gonna get 2 or 3 charges, so now you're one of your main guards.
Yeah,
is
got
in
more
foul
fouls on
trouble.
him. Yeah.
So John Stockton's gonna affect the game in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And for me to sit here, I'm not gonna say, just like I said last week, I'm not trying to say John Stockton is better than Kyrie, but John Stockton is more consistent. And
Yeah.
I can trust him more.
Yeah, and so it's a talent and skill are two different things.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that Kyrie's got a
skill.
ton of skill, and he's got a ton of talent as well.
But
John Stockton,
say you gotta have talent, skill, and will.
Yeah.
Now one of them, I
Yeah.
don't know which one it is.
yeah, I feel like Kyrie has talent, skill, and will in the right situation.
Yeah, in the right.
We've seen him in the pressure moments, winning and making them hitting them big shots. Now John Stockton, the dude was just consistent. That's why he leads he's an all-time assist leader. You know what he was gonna get.
Yeah.
Playing with now third-time all-leading scorer in Karl Malone, the mailman, right? Those two played well together. And they played like 20 years together.
Yeah.
Like, it was
a long time.
weird seeing Karl Malone in the Lakers jersey.
Yeah.
John Stockton retired as a Utah Jazz player.
Oh, absolutely.
I
But
remember.
Carl trying to get right.
Yeah, but I think Kyrie is absolutely the right man.
And then Dallas may not. They would have got a couple of big players, but they just might not be big enough.
I don't think it's. I think we're not deep enough. I don't know. You got to have at least 8 guys
Yeah.
that can go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
and
absolutely.
I know we have 5, right? That Gabbert kid that came from the Washington. I always want to say the Capitals. That's the hockey team from the Wizards. Came over from the Wizards. He hadn't had the opportunities that we thought he was gonna have. Jason Kidd hadn't played him as much, and I don't know why. I don't know what that's about. But the Washington,
Jason
PJ
Kidd?
Washington came from Charlotte.
Yeah.
He's been balling pretty
Yeah.
good, but
Yeah, he's doing pretty good.
he hadn't been as consistent as I think they hoped that he'd be, or as solid on the defensive end as I think they hoped. But there's still some gelling that has to occur right now. You know?
Yeah.
I still think the biggest thing that has messed the Mavericks up the past couple seasons is the trading of Dorian Finney-Smith. I don't think we've recovered. We have
Yeah,
not recovered from
no.
letting Finney-Smith go.
No, that's it. New York trade.
Yeah, to Brooklyn. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah. To
for
Brooklyn.
Kyrie.
Yeah, and when we traded
Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie and Brunson.
Yeah,
I mean, we haven't.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't had that kind of.
yeah. Brunson was great off the bench because we see what he can do as a starter.
Yeah.
Like, he's an all-star.
Yeah, because every time Luka was down, he come off the bench.
Oh,
come
yeah,
straight
we
up
didn't-
front.
we
And
didn't
then when we
need Luka.
traded him,
Yeah.
I was like, "What we doing, man? What we
Yeah,
doing?"
that wasn't a good look.
Yeah.
And it's it wasn't even trade. He signed as a free agent. He left.
Yeah,
He left. He went and signed with his dad up in New York. And, you can see that coming. I mean, he played college ball, at UConn or something? Or,
okay, so he wanted to be there.
yeah, he's Northeast. So he wanted to be there anyway and play with his dad. I think he's he's from up that way. Was it UConn that he played at? Or Villanova? I think it might have been Villanova. But yeah, man, like the Mavericks, we've made some questionable moves. I think that Dorian Finney-Smith hurt us the most. That Jalen Brunson was inevitable. I mean, he won a national championship, right? I think it was with UConn.
Yeah.
I'm talking national
Yeah,
championship.
UConn.
He won a national championship with UConn. And so he's a proven player. He's just one of those guys. He's a lot like John Stockton.
Steady.
Just steady.
Steady.
You know what
steady.
you're going to get every time. He's going to come. He's going to give you everything he's got. He's going to put up 20 points. He's going to have his assists. and he's gonna play defense. He's gonna do everything he needs to do to win. When it comes down to it at the end of the day. Yeah, these Mavericks, man, we got to figure it out before it gets away from us, and hopefully it don't get away from us too bad, but or too far away from us to where we can't.
Too soon, yeah. I mean, because like I say, even though the All-Star break used to be at the halfway point,
yeah.
But now when after All-Star break, you got what 31 games,
yeah.
So if you should make a little slip now,
if that, I think we only got like 27 games this year because it was like 55.
Yeah, I mean at the end of the break we had like 31 or 32 games.
Yeah.
And so now it's down to about 27. Like I said, they done played 4 or 5 games. So
man,
you gotta finish strong, man.
Yeah, and I got a feeling they will. But come on, Mavericks, let's go. We championship mode. Them Rangers cracked it off last year. Them Cowboys didn't nobody think they was gonna win a championship, no way. But we got a chance with y'all boys, man. We got a chance, but we'll keep this thing rolling, man. Keep this thing rolling. So y'all know what time it is. It's time for my favorite part of the show.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell, huh? What you got for us this week, man?
We
gotta learn you something.
We got Bill Russell, man. We've been talking about all these people.
Yeah.
And this the guy right here that have done. When you start talking about GOAT, you gotta take your people whole resume.
Yeah.
Whole resume. Bill Russell and Kareem got the. Now Michael Jordan might be the GOAT, but I'm saying is those two guys got the best resume.
Whoa, hold on. What?
They got the best resume.
I need to go clean my ears out. What'd you just say?
What'd you say?
You said Michael Jordan might be the GOAT?
Yeah, according to people. I'm just talking about what people say. And so, but if you ain't got the best resume, because this is the whole thing, Will Chamberlain and Kareem might get a job, Michael can't.
Yeah.
Because of their resume.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got Bill Russell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's another phenomenal athlete.
All right.
Bill Russell was also a high jumper.
Okay.
Bill Russell, in 1956, Bill Russell was jumping for the University of San Francisco.
Uh-huh.
He won every high jump competition he was in except for one.
Who losing, Will Chamberlain?
No, he tied.
Oh, wow.
He tied Charlie Dumas. Charlie Dumas, they tied at one particular meet. They both jumped 6 foot 9 inches and 1/4.
How tall is Bill Russell?
16. To get that much body, off
over
the
that
ground.
pole,
and they wasn't doing like they're doing now. I got to get to that.
They was jumping forward, right? They was jumping.
So he tied Charlie Dumas
first, yeah.
And they both got the gold medal in that particular meet.
Yeah.
For being tied for first.
Yeah.
But all the other meets he entered, he won the high jump.
That's crazy.
And Charlie Dumas tied him at 6 foot 9 and 1/4 of an inch. Okay.
How tall was Charlie Dumas?
Probably, I don't know the
6'2",
average.
6'3", 6'4"?
Probably 6'3", because that's the average
for a
high jumper is 6'3", 6'4". So in 1956, that was the end of Bill Russell, like 56 in May.
Yeah.
In 56 in September, Bill Russell, that summer, Bill Russell went to the NBA.
Yeah.
Charlie Dumas won the gold medal in the 1956 Olympics.
Oh, wow.
Charlie Dumas won the 1956 Olympics high jump.
And he after tying Bill Russell.
Yeah, after tying Bill Russell.
In the
now
collegiate.
Charlie Dumas did go on later and set the high jump record at 7 feet.
I was about to say, man, it sounds like this Charlie Dumas character is one to reckon with.
Yeah, and even though now Charlie Dumas went on and won the Olympics, Bill Russell was the 7th ranked high jumper in the world that year.
Wow.
And he went to the NBA. And then this is where it gets sticky now with the Bill Russell talk. We're gonna throw the if in.
Yeah.
Because Bill Russell won the championship his rookie year.
And the Celtics they didn't win the year before?
No. Bill Russell won his rookie year, and then Bill Russell's second year, he got hurt in the conference finals, and he didn't play in the NBA finals. So Boston lost.
Oh, wow.
So Boston lost.
Yeah.
And then Bill Russell came back and won 8 years in a row. So if he wouldn't have been hurt, he probably would have had 10 in a row.
Was Sam Jones on that team?
Sam Jones played in college with Bill Russell. They came from college together.
Okay, got you. So they was both rookies on that first
Yeah,
year. So Sam Jones got a lot of this.
Sam Jones got 10 rings.
But Sam Jones was playing the year that Bill Russell wasn't.
Yeah.
When Bill Russell got hurt.
Yeah.
And they lost.
Yeah. So now Bill Russell come back and win 8 years in a row.
Yeah.
And then in 1967, he lost again.
They lost to Philly?
Yeah. To Will Chamberlain then.
Yep.
Okay, then he come back and won in 68, 69. And then he retired. So out of his 11 years, out of his 13 years, he won 11 championships. And he was hurt. God. And he was hurt his second year. And he come back and won 8 in a row. So that kind of, he won before and after that.
Yeah.
So that kind of lets you know if he wouldn't have been hurt, he would have won 10 in a row.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he would have 12 out of 13.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been no 11. So, so that year Wilt, and I watched the film, Wilt loved to play against Bill Russell. I felt like Wilt, that was the only time Wilt could be the animal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That he was.
Yeah.
The beast that he was.
Because, see, times...
He didn't have to be nice.
Yeah, times were different then. Bill Russell couldn't go knock those little... Bill Russell couldn't do like Shaq.
Those little what?
Those little guys.
Little what guys? White guys.
See, that's the whole thing.
White American basketball player. That's like an extinct. That's like a dodo bird. You don't see it too much no more, man. You got Tyler Hero. Yeah. I can't name nobody else. From America, not white dudes.
Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain would have had the ability to, like Shaq, a guy standing on the square and Shaq just go knock him out and dunk it. They couldn't do that. Yeah. So that was going to be a foul.
That mess around and end up in jail or something.
Yeah, so, Bill Russell was a superior athlete also.
Yeah. But he wasn't no sprinter and all that like Wilt was. Wilt was superior to Bill.
Well, that's an athlete.
Like athletic wise.
But also, Bill Russell did run the 400 meters.
Did he really?
He ran it in 49 seconds. He didn't do like Will. He ran in 49 seconds. Hey, all this is documented.
49 is still moving for a big man.
Yeah, 49 rolling for anybody.
Yeah.
You're not slow.
Yeah.
So Bill Russell was a superior athlete also. Yeah. It wasn't like people think that, this guy could just do this. These guys were superior athletes. Man, that's why they did what they did.
That's the trippiest visual in the world to me. If any of y'all ran track, y'all know there ain't too many tall dudes out there
6 foot to 9, 10.
Running a 49.
Running, period. Yeah. So Bill Russell.
Them big boys can barely walk.
Yeah.
Look like they legs, most of them look like they legs about to break or something,
So when you sit up and you think that Will Chamberlain and Bill Russell is faster than Dame Lillard and Steph Curry and them, that sounds insane. Yeah. But it's the truth. But they really work.
Yeah.
So Bill Russell was a superior athlete too. So these guys wasn't doing that because they were playing against little guys because we already proved that by the height.
Yeah.
By the height.
The height, it was actually either the same or taller back then.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So the height is still the same.
Yep.
And Bill Russell was a tremendous basketball player and track and field athlete.
Yeah.
So, so this notion that these guys were just big stiffs and bigger than everybody, they were superior athletes. That's why they were doing what they were doing. And we're going to get this. We got some if in our cup. And if Bill Russell wouldn't have got hurt his second year, he might have 12 championships.
Man, that's crazy.
You can't say 13 because he lost
to
one fair and square. Yeah. But the other one, he was hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. Very true.
And I heard Gilbert Arenas the other day say, Bill Russell was just a hustle player. He didn't average but 16 points. Gil, you need to go find out about the game you played.
Yeah, so it's weird, right? Because when the big three came to town, I had the opportunity to sit down and talk with Gilbert Arenas, Dr. J, and Rick Mahorn.
Yeah, Rick Mahorn.
Right? And Gil wasn't saying none of this stuff.
No, because he know, man.
Gil wasn't saying none of this stuff because he'd have got corrected right there on the spot.
Yeah.
Had he mentioned any of this stuff. Because Dr. J, first of all, that's the coolest cat I've ever met in my life. That dude, he know he Dr. J, bro.
Well, Barack Obama patterned himself after Dr. J.
I believe it.
No, he said it out of his own mouth.
Are you serious?
He said that if you see Barack Obama, he walked just like Dr. J.
Man.
He said out of his mouth, he said that Dr. J was so cool and well-spoken and educated sounding that he wanted to talk and walk and act like. And if you see Dr. J walk, walk just like him.
That's how I was with MJ.
Yeah.
Like I walked like MJ. I chewed my gum like MJ.
I can tell you. I did.
Yeah,
you drunk Sprite.
Yeah, all that Gatorade, the yellow Gatorade. I want to be like Mike. Yeah, I hit that orange one too. I hit that orange one too.
Yeah, I know. No, but I'm just saying.
That's crazy.
You know, so all that stuff, and you know, these guys just got to realize that the game was played different then.
Yeah, and boys are playing harder then too.
Yeah.
Why? Because they had to. They were not entitled like the 2024 NBA athletes. Yeah, and they wasn't making $50 million a year neither, or 20, whatever it is.
So you know, and I was talking to somebody just the other day. I said, one of my young buddies, he played at Pan Am. He's a Division I basketball player. Yeah, and I told him that these guys now may be better. But the old guys will beat them just on effort. Yeah, no, just on effort.
That heart, that will.
When I see that picture of Bobby Jones, that clip, who have you seen playing like that?
Man,
play hard, and you didn't even know who Bobby Jones was.
Boys played real hard back then. Yeah, because what else was you gonna do?
Yeah,
and this job it ain't like they was just giving us jobs like that back then.
No. So you had to play.
You had to show up.
Right now, you know, all these athletes feel so entitled.
Man,
you know,
crazy.
I want $60 million. Man, I can't play with him. I want to go over there. Yeah, you know,
it's bad.
They didn't do all that. So I need all y'all to know that Bill Russell was a superior athlete too. He just wasn't winning because he was tall or whatever, or because he had good teammates. And this is the whole thing about Bill Russell averaging 16 points. They leading scorer only averaged 18.
Wow.
But they had two other players that averaged 16. They had 6 players that averaged 12 or more. They had 6 players averaging in the teens.
That is crazy, man.
So you don't get that now.
That sounds like an NBA championship team.
Yeah, sounds because and this is the whole thing.
Sounds like Denver Nuggets.
The reason that the game was so much different then is because some of these players now, because they didn't have as many teams, and they say the players couldn't play, but the players were better. You couldn't double team off of one player, because if you double team the player that's averaging 18, guess what? The one average 16, guess what he gonna average? 18.
18.
Because you can't really double team.
Because you got all guys that can put that thing.
All guys that can score.
That can shoot that thing. Yeah, put that thing in the bucket.
So, you know, they had more balanced scoring back then. Yeah. That's why all these all-time lists is gonna be young guy heavy.
Yeah. Man, I'm just still tripping.
Because now most teams have one guy average 25 or 28, and then they average 18, and they're struggling for their third man to even average double figures.
6'10", running a 49-400 got me tripped out.
Oh yeah.
Got me tripped, and a true 6'10", not with his shoes on.
Barefooted.
Barefoot 6'10".
Yeah. So if he had the shoes on, he'd be 6'11" and a half or something.
Bill, we talking about Kevin Durant running a 49.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant probably run a 58. 60.
I put him over 60.
Yeah, 63, 64.
Oh, yeah.
These boys in it. Yeah, LeBron can probably run a 49.
At one point, I mean, yeah. Probably can't now. Yeah. But at one point, because it's probably been 2 athletes that I could say could probably run a 49. I would say LeBron and AI.
Well, MJ. They say MJ ran a 4.340.
Nah.
And that was Dean Smith, I believe, said
they
that.
They say a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
they say a lot.
They be talking.
Yeah,
they will say anything.
They say Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders had a 4.1, but they just set the record at 4.2. They say, they said, Mike. I mean, and then it's the whole thing.
I heard Randy Moss ran a 4.18 at Florida State. I've heard all kinds of stuff, man, when it comes to these times.
So if Randy Moss ran a 4.18, and Terrence Newman called him like he was slow, what that mean?
Terrence Newman run a
3.6?
3.7. Terrence Newman was really the greatest athlete we ever seen.
All that's urban myth.
Urban myth. Yeah, it is.
Now Michael running a 4.3. Dean, like I say, Dean Smith clocked him at that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Dean Smith clocked him.
Dean Smith got him on that clock.
Hey, but anyway, that's my ring the bell. So y'all get off of these old guys. And I promised Jay that during the ring the bell session, I wasn't gonna use the T word.
Testosterone. They had a little bit more of it back in the day
Yeah.
than we do now, man. It's all good.
I hate it.
Hey, but if you need it, you can go find something at Balco with them snack boys.
Hey, yeah, you can. and this the whole thing. Hey, I'm glad I ain't got much testosterone as my daddy.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't.
Yeah.
Because if y'all knew me, y'all would know why.
Hey.
I got a lot of brothers and sisters.
Hey.
I got a lot of brothers and sisters. I don't
Hey.
want that many children.
Boy got a hot head without it, you know? And then, hey, boy like to hit something. Say you like to hit something. That testosterone keep that thing on point. But anyway.
Anyway, y'all have a good one then. Stay out, hey, and watch your grammar and your diction. Pronunciation.
Yeah. And ring the bell. That's what I'm talking about. Dog. Hey, come with it every week.
Oh, yeah.
All right, next, so Zay Green watch, man. So Zay, she's still been recovering from her surgery on her knee, so she took some time off. I believe that she took the time off to get ready for the playoffs. They sustained. They were able to win, about half of their games without her. They would have won a lot more with her, but I think they were ahead enough to where they could take those losses and still get to the tournament, and then ultimately, hopefully, get a chance to get in the 64.
Yeah.
But
they'll get in the SWAC tournament for sure.
Yeah.
Now the 64, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
Now earlier they were on their way to the 64.
Yeah.
But then they kind of had some hiccups along the way.
Well, the SWAC tournament, if they win the SWAC tournament, they will definitely be in that 64.
Be in that 64, yeah.
No doubt. And that's kind of what I'm guessing at this point is going to happen.
Jackson, who was that beat them with their full squad? Was that Jackson State?
No, Jackson. So Zay wasn't playing.
No,
it was Texas Southern, which
Southern
was a surprise loss because Texas Southern
wasn't doing that.
Don't have too many wins this season.
Yeah,
right.
But they got that win.
Yeah. And so also Zay has been nominated as one of the top 20 female players in the country. And they're having a All-Star game coming up, a collegiate All-Star game coming up, and they're making their final picks. So she has made that finalist list. So congratulations on that. Even though you hadn't played the past 4 or 5 games, she's averaging 16.7 points a game and 8 boards and 5 assists. Yeah. So yeah, she's clearly. All you gotta do is have eyeballs that work, and you'll see that Zay is clearly one of the top ballers in the collegiate basketball, women's basketball right now. So, but they do play against Jackson State Thursday night, I believe, at 5:30. Yep, 5:30 Central Standard Time. So y'all tune in, man. They will be online. Y'all go check it out. Go find it, man. Just search, NCAA women's. Arkansas Pine Bluff versus Jackson State, and we'll see how that thing ends up. But I'm expecting big things from Zay. Hopefully they can go get this win. Jackson State's on a 16-game winning streak, and it would be great to see them fall to Arkansas Pine Bluff and to Zay Green. So we're gonna keep this party rolling, though, man. Go get them, Zay. Let's go. Let's get it. Big weekend in boxing. Big weekend in boxing. Hold on, I almost messed that all the way up right there, but I can go on and fix it real quick. We got one more transition to hit real quick. Got to get my titles right for these edits. Big as they come. Fights this weekend. We have the UK's Anthony Joshua taking on Francis Ngannou Friday night, man. Coming at you.
Where's Francis from?
Francis, he Africa. What part? I think it's like Sierra Leone or one of those mining countries.
Yeah, I know it was Africa. I just didn't know exactly what country.
Nigeria. I mean, he's from somewhere out there. Don't get me the line. I want to say Sierra Leone. Let me see exactly where, because I know he's had a rough life. I don't know if you've seen his story.
I saw part of it.
Man, that dude there.
And the whole thing about the African continent that's so strange to me. How come so many people are African and some of them Middle Eastern, but they still on the same continent? I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
That's a long story.
I don't get that. Like Egypt and
that's
all African.
But if you call them African, they won't answer to that.
Well, they're highly confused and need to be re-educated.
That's all nother.
Straight up.
I mean, I guess like North America, Canada, and Mexico.
Yeah, but you know,
okay, I'm gonna say okay.
Yeah, so he's from Cameroon.
Cameroon, okay.
Cameroon, and I mean, I'm talking. This dude's lived the hardest life. I'm talking out and you know them jobs you say your pops used to work back in the day. Francis got some 1950 testosterone.
Yeah.
Right? He got some of Francis Ngannou got that 1930s testosterone. This man has taken no shortcuts, has not done anything easy. He has fought his way out of Africa to the big stage, and now he is fighting Anthony Joshua, one of the world's greatest heavyweight boxers right now. Right? He already fought Tyson. I believe he beat Tyson Fury, who is a generational talent, quote unquote, in heavyweight boxing, undefeated still to this day, 6'9" fighter. And Francis gave him the business in that fight, as far as I was concerned.
Yeah.
So Anthony Joshua knows. I expect Anthony Joshua to win this fight.
Well, yeah.
at this point, I think he's a better fighter than Tyson Fury, right? Only because of the trainings of Derrick James. He's a completely different fighter than he was 2-3 years ago. Right, I think Derrick brought that. What's the best way to put this? Brought that gangster up out of him. You know, Derrick brought that hood up out of him. You know, gutter up out of Anthony Joshua. Right, where
brought that Cameroon up out of him.
Yeah,
that's what he say, man. You remember when
better get up out of him.
You don't want to go back. Okay, get these.
Yeah, so it should be a great fight, man. Anthony Joshua, he's had his last fight against Hellenius. Oh no, was it Helena? No, I don't forget. But his last couple fights have been, you know, pretty impressive knockouts. Ngannou, of course, this is his second professional fight, but it's crazy that he's already ranked top 10 in the WBC.
Yeah.
Right after one fight, but that goes to show you how skilled he actually is in fighting. He surprised a lot of people. I think that his upbringing and his background, he is a fighter.
Oh yeah,
he's an ultimate fighter.
He's mentally tough.
Yeah, he's mentally tough, and
just from life, not from nothing else.
Yeah, if you beat Francis, you're gonna have to beat Francis. He ain't gonna step in that ring and just give you the win. Like you're gonna have to beat Francis Ngannou because that dude there, I can't root against him. You know, I don't have a pick in this fight. My boy Derrick trained Anthony, and I typically I ride with Derrick, but he's been training with his UK guy for the past like 8 months or whatever. It's a choice, but I can't go against Francis, man, just because of who he is and what he's about. So, it should be a great fight. Like I said, during this fight, Friday night, you available Friday night? Like it's a date night.
Yeah.
No, it's a date night.
No, I'll be to. No, we go to dinner early. Me and my wife go to dinner.
All right.
Yeah, we'll go. We don't like to be out late. Too much happening that night.
Yeah. So hey, y'all tune in on Friday night. For not only the fight, we're gonna have a fight watch party, but we're also gonna reveal the 64 sports personalities that will be in our March Madness tournament. So y'all play a huge role in that as to who moves on due to the votes. But be looking for that on Friday night. That's all I'm saying. Y'all get it? All right, good. And we can keep this thing rolling, man. Keep this party moving. Let me see here. Do that. Transition. Bow.
Oh,
MLB news, man. Kind of brought it up a little bit last week with my boy Langford. Will Langford, this guy here. Told you he was a stud. They say he's a better hitter than Corey Seager. We saw what he did against AAA last year, hitting 360 in AAA, which is an incredibly high number. For any hitter, like I don't care, AAA, AA, single A.
He hit 15 home runs.
Yeah. 10 home runs, hit 360 last year, and this is in a limited time frame because he played at the University of Florida and they played in the NCAA tournament last year. Season ended June, July, something like that.
So he was in the NCAA, then he went to AAA.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, he was in the NCAA, then he went to single A, then AA, then AAA, and killed everybody. This man killed everybody. And he's in spring training right now, Still killing everybody.
He was in the HOV lane then, wasn't he?
Hey, that boy riding.
I mean, he was rolling.
Ball riding.
Hey,
no traffic.
I mean, because he went from NCAA
Yeah.
all the way to Major Leagues in 1 year.
One year. Not even a full year.
Not even a full year.
Yeah, about 8 months. And he
That's-
made the
that's
league
pretty
spring
quick.
training right now. Oh, that's very quick.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, you don't see that happen too often. And it's still not a set in stone thing that he'll start the season with the Rangers, but he'll be there at some point. He's one injury away from for sure.
Did they
having a
just sign him
soft
to
spot.
the money?
They gave him some good money. They gave him a good rookie deal. You know, it's only a few million. Not no.
I think he's gonna be on the roster, man. I do. From the way they
I
talking about him
do
and what he been doing, I think he's gonna be on the roster, man.
And when Unc says what he's been doing, I'll give you his spring training stat line right now so far. So he's got 17 at bats. He's batting .353, right? So 35% of those times he's gotten a hit. He's got 3 home runs in 17 at bats, 7 RBI. His on base percentage is .450. It's almost .500. So pretty much a lot to get on base. That's almost 1 out of every 2 times he comes to the plate, he's finding a way on base, right? And then his OPS. So that's his that's basically average plus slugging, right?
Yeah.
And so that's his, 353 plus the slugging percentage is right now at a 1.332, and that is a ridiculous number.
Yeah.
That might be as
yeah.
high as it can get, and for them to even utter the words, he might be better than Corey Seager. Like, you already know he's special, because Corey Seager is the reason why we won the World Series last year.
I mean, when I'm not a big baseball guy, but when I just saw him, I mean, I could just, just certain little things you can tell by bat speed, man.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I was like,
Yeah.
this dude ready.
Yeah, he's ready to go, man. He's ready to go, and baseball's so different, man. It don't matter how much of a stud you are. Them contracts, the contracts rule the world in baseball. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
They rule the world. So if they got another guy ahead of you and your contract situation just ain't, where it's supposed to be right now, it's not as mature just yet. And they got to get this guy his opportunities, and he might have a better contract. They might be paying him more money, whatever. You just going to have to sit in AAA, and that sucks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Knowing that you got a talented guy, but this is what Vladimir Guerrero Jr. went through, right? He actually ended up suing them behind it because he knew that he was supposed to be in the league, right? And so, they do that to keep that pay down.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about business, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about business. So anytime you're dealing with sports, understand the decisions
Strictly
are made
business,
around business, man.
That's what we talking about Dak a while ago. It's strictly business.
Period. And that's why I say you always don't have the best. There's several guys, older guys, typically above 30, that are probably better than the guys that are currently in the league. But they could put a good enough product out there right now and not have to pay this guy these hundreds of millions of dollars, right? And they gonna do it every time. Then that's just the way it goes. It's sad because
it's sad for the player, but for the owner, that's good business.
It's great business for the owner.
Yeah, that's the way business is done.
Yeah, but you talking about these guys that have spent their whole life playing this game, and then when they finally get an opportunity to earn that big league check, they don't get it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because of collusion.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Let's call it for what it is, man.
Yeah, and you got to have a strong mind at that point.
Yep.
Because a lot of guys, that's why you got a lot of ex-athletes and
You're just bitter.
stuff that end up on the streets. Because you can actually lose your mind when you think that when you know you deserve this, but you
can't
don't
do nothing about it.
Oh yeah, or you have done too much with the little money you got.
Yeah,
that's why a lot of athletes end up walking around. When I say looking up in the air.
Yeah, man. these professional owners have all the control, and it don't matter. Just like Jim Irsay told old buddy, John, what's the running back up in Indianapolis right now? Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Jim Irsay told him, "Hey, I ain't giving you that money, and you want to know why? Because regardless of if you here or not, the NFL is gonna go on.
Yeah,
but when I die, the Indianapolis Colts will still be here.
Yeah,
when you die, the Indianapolis Colts will still be here. So that's their mentality. They don't care about you as an individual, as a player. It's like, we're gonna be here regardless. You will help, but if you ain't here, we're gonna keep moving, and people gonna still watch.
And some teams actually not even trying to win the championship. They just trying to stay in the league and keep making money.
Yep, that's it.
Because of the TV contracts, everybody make money.
Clearly. That's what the Oakland A's been doing for 30 years. That's why they about to move to Vegas. You see that new stadium?
In Vegas?
Yeah, that new Oakland A's stadium?
No,
that must sick. That must sick. They ain't built it yet, but it's the concept.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like the Opera House in Australia.
Oh,
you know, it's got the many different levels of the roofs that go like this, and it's, you know, that mud looks silly, boy. Oh my gosh, it looks beautiful. But if they pull that off, man, I know it's a rendering and a concept, but if they pull that off, they will have no doubt
like
the most amazing stadium in all of America. Absolutely.
If you build it, they'll come.
Man, I can't lie, man. I'm nervous about these Mavericks moving to Vegas. I don't know what we're gonna do about that, you know. But we'll see what happens, man.
If the Mavericks go to Vegas, we'll get another team.
Yeah, but it's it's
but
that's hometown right
but
there.
But if it's enough money, they'll make a new expansion team in Vegas.
Yeah, no doubt.
If nobody don't want to go, it's not conducive. They'll put another team.
No doubt. And I just say Dallas Mavericks because we got the Sands people that own our company now.
Yeah,
we in bed with Vegas at this point. Yeah, you know. So if Dallas for whatever reason chooses not to allow gambling, them Mavericks are gonna be gone.
Yeah. So because you know, that was probably part of the deal. You know, Mark Cuban them can't say.
Yeah,
but they probably got 3 to 5 years to get the gambling.
Get something together. Yeah, just like Jerry loved Irvin and loved the city of Dallas.
Yeah.
Luckily, they moved to Arlington and not Vegas. We can still claim them. But God dog, man, that'd be brutal if the Mavericks ain't here. Is all I'm saying. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens in the future. So, you know, it's you know, up in the air. You know, we'll see what's cracking. But Major League Baseball's about to start. Also, Zach Wheeler with the Philadelphia Phillies. He has just signed the largest extension in baseball history. 3 years, $100 and I believe $28 million, which brings him to right around $42 million a year for an extension. That's heavy.
Yeah, that's some big money.
That's big money, man.
That's a lot of money.
And everybody know baseball got the money. That's why I play.
Yeah. Baseball got the money. But the only thing that's bad about the money is that the athletes, they act like, not every last one, but a great percentage act like, instead of acting like it's a privilege, they act like they entitled to that money.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. They expect it.
Yeah.
They expect it. Oh, but when they turn 30, their mindset gonna change.
Yeah, because once you turn 30, you almost out of any league it is.
Hey, well, I don't care what sport it is.
Yeah, you know,
it's a young man's game.
Yeah. You know, we see LeBron been playing 20 years or however.
Yeah. Hey,
but ask LeBron how many teammates he done had in that time.
Oh my gosh, revolving door.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Even the last 2-3 years since he been with the Lakers, he probably had 100 and some teammates.
I ain't LeBron, I ain't Jordan, I ain't even playing the major leagues. But I tell you what, I didn't get to know my teammates at all.
By the time you know,
especially the pitchers.
By the time you find their name out, they're gone.
They're gone. It's a revolving door, especially the pitchers. Yeah. Right? Hey, if you were a pitcher out there in this world and you're a young man that can throw a lot of strikes and throw really hard, hey, you play for as long as you can. As long as they get your jersey, you keep playing because they will continue to pay pitchers. Yeah. Pitchers are hard to come by.
Oh, yeah.
Period. But yeah, it's a revolving door. I don't know. Probably about 40 guys I played with, I never knew their name. Yeah. So I can't imagine these dudes. You know what I'm saying?
And you said 40. That's a low estimate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
That's a low estimate. Probably exactly. 40 per year that you didn't know their name.
Yeah, because I knew my starters, right? I knew my starters, I knew my closer, right? And typically the same guys, but the bullpen guys, right? And a couple starters, like you're gonna have an influx of people rotating in every week trying to fill those roles that can throw strikes. It's hard to do. Yeah. It's hard to do, and to throw the strikes that people can't hit is even harder.
Oh yeah, you can throw strikes.
Yeah,
but throwing the ones that people can't hit, that's the problem.
Balls that send you home quick. Not even know your name. Not even know your name. But yeah, congrats Zach Wheeler, man. Glad you got your money, man. We got several guys like Montgomery, the guy that came and pitched for us last year. He's unsigned right now. It's several Major League Baseball. There needs to be some type of investigation. I don't know what can happen. But they got to do something because players over 30 years old are getting a raw deal.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a very bad deal in Major League Baseball right now. But anyways, that's enough of that. And we're going to keep this thing moving. I think that was the last topic, huh?
That was the last topic.
That's the last topic, but there is something to bring up, and I know you want to talk about it as well. And that is one Cam Newton.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That whole situation. So the reports came out last week saying that, you know, Cam was getting jumped by kids at the camp, and I'm guilty. You know, I thought it was kids too, just because Cam is a huge man, and he makes grown men look like little boys, right? But these were all coaches from his program, actually, that he was fighting with. They all came from the C1N program and coaching for Cam Newton's youth football league. Yeah, they were his people.
Wait a minute.
Those were his people. And they had differences with Cam, right? And Cam, y'all can go on YouTube and look it up. Cam did an episode on his show.
But he did apologize for his part in it.
Yeah, he apologized for his part.
Because it takes two to tango.
I know that. Come on, man.
You know,
that fight was all about expectations. At some point, there was a miscommunication, and expectations were not set properly.
No.
Right?
I tend to disagree what it was all about.
Yeah.
I think it was about jealousy.
Oh, that's what it comes down to. I was gonna say that at first, but I tried to clean it up.
For jealousy.
I tried to clean it up.
No,
instead of saying jealousy.
Let's call a spade a spade.
Expectation is the word I went with.
No, expectations that all of these guys,
boys counting Cam pockets.
Yeah, all of these guys that Cam were fighting with.
Yeah.
They want to be Cam Newton.
Wish they were Cam Newton.
They wish they were Cam Newton.
Think they could be better if they had Cam's ability.
So, you know, and this is the whole thing, is that, you know, Cam is not that old. He's still young.
He should still be in the league right now.
You know, and I'm old. And
you ain't
surely not that young. I'm older in age, but...
You older than me, but you ain't old,
But I'm just saying...
I don't care what y'all say. Y'all gonna stop calling my uncle old.
No, I call myself old.
Hey,
and it's a privilege. No,
uncle's mature.
No, it's a privilege.
Yeah.
It's a privilege to be older.
I'm trying to get there.
Yeah, because this is what I will tell everybody. I ain't never heard nobody say I want to die young.
No, man.
So when y'all say that old so-and-so, thank you.
Thank you.
Because I done accomplished one thing. I done got a few years behind me. But anyway.
I mean, you did it right, huh?
But that's what it comes down to, jealousy. These guys want to be Cam Newton, and I guarantee you, every one of them, just sometime in their life, they play football.
Absolutely.
And guess what happened? They had to
enough.
stop somewhere. Somewhere they wasn't good enough.
They weren't good enough.
They wasn't good enough somewhere.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was in the 6th grade they wasn't good enough, or the 7th.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the 8th.
They never realized they weren't that good.
Yeah. And then so now they want to blame it all on if I would have did this, if this would have happened, coulda, shoulda, woulda. But then Cam did. So what you have to do to put yourself on Cam Newton's level, you got to pull him down. Because you can't go up.
Exactly.
You can't go say I played in the NFL.
Yeah.
I was an MVP and all that. You can't say that.
Yeah.
So you got to try to pull it. You ain't nothing. You ain't got no Super Bowl ring.
Yeah.
So what do you got to do? You got to pull him back down.
And you know what's crazy? We still don't know their names.
No, we still don't know their name.
But you know who we talking about?
Cam Newton.
That's it.
And I give Cam a lot of credit because this is what Cam said. This made me even have more respect and like Cam even more. Cam apologized for his part in it.
Yeah.
And Cam said that I would never let some adults' behavior and my own behavior stop me from supporting the kids.
Yep.
And I was like, Cam, because I'm
You're
just like this here. You're a good one. Because me personally, right now, I don't know what I would have did in that situation.
Man, hey.
Because my first mind is to say to hell with all y'all.
Yeah.
And all y'all go to hell.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go get me a whole new group. And I can start a whole new camp and not even have y'all in it.
And like you said, it could have got real ugly.
Yeah, it could have got real ugly. So I commend Cam. Commend Cam.
Yeah.
You know, even though.
Cam Newton legit, man. Like he's a stand-up dude, man. He was raised right, you could tell.
Even them little funny cups.
Yeah, even though he wear these look like Madea, He get on he looking like Madea every time he get on the post game interview with these crazy outfits. And,
but this is the whole
and
thing
these hats,
that I will, cause I like clothes myself, but I get Cam this about his little funny looking wardrobe. They be hooked up though.
Oh yeah,
they be hooked up.
He be fresh
them
now.
funny hats and all the bow
pop his
ties
collar and his ties and
look like he have on a bow tie, one shirt, another shirt, a sweater. Yeah. I don't know what he do.
But he be fresh though.
Yeah, he be fresh. And I gotta get.
It's legitimate.
And this is the thing. That's Cam Newton style.
Absolutely.
Can't nobody else pull that off.
Man,
can't nobody else pull.
Yeah, you can do that when you 6'6", 240. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you.
Yeah, but like I say,
you can do it when you 5'10", 230.
Yeah, you can. You can.
Ain't nobody gonna say nothing.
Yeah, you can do it, but it might not work. Yeah, it might not work for you. Like you can do what you want to do. That don't mean it's working.
Yeah, that don't mean it's right.
Nah, but I like Cam, man. Like I say, I got more respect and like Cam even more now, cause this is the thing that really wrong with me. He took responsibility for his part.
That's it. He wasn't pointing fingers that way. He was pointing fingers
because this is I don't even have to be there to know that Cam is young, fresh, fly, all this stuff. You come to Cam with some bumping your gums, guess what Cam gonna do? He gonna bump his back to you.
Hey, that type
and
A.
he got something to talk about that you don't.
That type A gonna come back.
Yeah, so so Cam took responsibility for that, and that's what I really respect. He's like, I played a part.
Yep.
I could have done better.
Yep.
And he probably could have.
Yeah.
But as men, full of the T word.
Yeah.
When somebody come at you, it's hard to say, You
ain't gonna back down.
No, you ain't gonna back down. No.
You ain't gonna back down. But with that being said, we're gonna back down right now.
Yeah, we're gonna back down.
And we're gonna join y'all again next Wednesday, sometime around noon. Cam, we bought you, y'all. We appreciate you. And we for you, man.
And we out. See you this weekend. Peace.